Good morning. Wednesday, June 18th. I'll start the day with some sunshine today. Chance of showers. Not bad this afternoon. In the mansion where I stayed last night, right up here on the hill. The Pine Grove Furnace store is right beside the Iron Master's mansion. I didn't really get much of a video of it yesterday, but it's kind of hidden in the trees here. Pine Grove Furnace store. Took a couple pictures here yesterday. They open at 9 o'clock in the morning, so they're not open yet. Little picnic area, seating area out here. They serve burgers and chicken sandwiches and pizza pretzel burger. They will open from 9 in the morning till 7 o'clock at night, and this is also where they do the half-gallon ice cream challenge, which I did not do last night because most of it had chocolate in it, and I not a big chocolate ice cream fan, but there's a little hiker box here with bits and pieces in it. Restrooms. And the mansion is right up there on the hill. Excuse me. And there it is. That's more or less the side. Oh, there's a rabbit way over there. Don't know if you'll be able to see it or not. There it is. Really nice. Back side of it. Nice little yard out here. Huge porch. Kitchen area here. It's So she made breakfast for everybody today. Did up the dishes, washer, dryer. Eating area in here. When we got here, there is an innkeeper, if you will, but she's only here later at night and in the morning to do breakfast. But fill out a form, put your money in the form. And then stick it through the crack in the mystery door. More hiker stuff here.
Probably the Alpine slide on Roulette out in Peru, Vermont. So I haven't heard about that.
No, I didn't even know.
There's a seating area here. Bathrooms, shower. All kinds of these small, used to be fireplaces. Some of them are quite large. Another bathroom. Welcome to Pennsylvania. Now get out. Nice partial map of the AT.
All these little stories in this cool house of the mansion.
The bunk room, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 down here. Can fit up to 14. I slept over here in the corner.
Over there is the store. That's where you do the half-gallon challenge, which we had 2 people do yesterday. We had Girl Sniffer and
Upstairs.
challenge. So.
Another little seating area. Another bunk room. Another 14 can be in the bunk room. There's a couple of private rooms as well. I don't know what's on the 3rd floor, but this is kind of like the history room. Tells a little bit about the iron community. Too much to read right here, but pretty, very, very nice. Another private suite there. And another bathroom. Really quite nice. It's an old. It's in the National Registry of Historic Places. It's huge. Absolutely huge. All right, well, I'm going to let you go. That completes the tour for today. And I'll quite remember it, so. All right. I'll talk to you later when we get back on trail. Here's the furnace that they used for making the iron. It's been reconstructed a little bit because I guess it was coming down, but it's the original the way it is. The coal blast furnaces built in the 18th, 19th century of America mimicked European designs, first used 400 years earlier. Thick stone furnace shaped like a flat-top pyramid served as a place to transformation where minerals became metal. Fillers dumped alternating layers of charcoal fuel, iron ore, and limestone flux into the top of the furnace, and as the charcoal burned, air forced into the furnace from the outside raised the temperature to nearly 3,000 degrees Fahrenheit. Carbon gases escaped up the furnace stack, molten iron sank to the bottom, and purities called slag floated on the liquefied metal. Process called tapping. Guttermen drew off the useless slag. They channeled the iron into connected castings in the sand floor called pigs. Molten iron could also be poured into the molds and cast items such as pots, pans, and stovepipes. Pretty neat. I can't quite fit in there, but that's just a way around it, I guess. Pretty cool. All right, we are on trail. So we just stepped off the side a little bit to check this out. So, all right, enjoy your day. Talk to you soon. Did you know Fuller Lake was once an iron ore quarry? It provided ore to the Pine Grove blast furnace. By the time the mining ended in the 1890s, the pit was nearly 90 feet deep, while local lore falsely suggests the lake filled up so rapidly it trapped equipment and men. Groundwater was allowed to fill the pit once mining stopped. Line up the edge of the beach with the bold red line on the transparent panel and imagine the mining tracks running under your feet. So yeah, it's kind of hard to see that really, but there's Fuller Lake. 90 feet deep. Wow. Wow, that's pretty cool. All right, I guess I better get my act together. It'd be nice to spend a little more time here. They had a museum too, and it didn't open till 9 o'clock. It's 9:05 now, but we really need to get a move on today. It's already quite warm. So. Beautiful day today. Yep, catch up with you a little bit later. Good evening. It is Wednesday, June 18th, about 20 minutes to 8. Let's see, I'm on a blue trail. This trail is going back to the shelter where we're staying tonight. We did, I think it was a 15.2 mile day today. That brings our 3-day total up to just over 50 miles. So yeah, the terrain has not been difficult at all, really. Just a few hills. The rocks are what slow you down the most, but not trying to run through it. Took some time this morning after we left the mansion, Iron Master's mansion. Took some videos on the way out of there because it is a park as well there. We went by the big burn chamber, for lack of a better way to term it there. And I took a little video there. There was a lot of good information there, a lot of fun information there about how it all worked. We got a little bit further and we got sidetracked there again for just a bit, because we came to Fuller Lake, which has a beach and stuff, but that's where they used to mine the iron ore for the Iron Master. So yeah, that was pretty interesting right there too. The lake was around 90 feet deep, so pretty deep. I don't know what the depth is now, but that's what they said it was. And then it just filled with water. So we did get our act together. We did take a side trip to a store, and I don't know how much. I drank a lot of iced tea today. I bought a half gallon and I drank half of that before I left the store. Plus I had a couple other drinks. I had a Mountain Dew. And then I took the rest of the iced tea. The reason why I bought a big iced tea is so I could fill my water bottles, which I did. So, and it's all gone. So, but it was a really hot day today too. Boy, I have all my stuff hung on a line right now, my bear line, for my so we can hang in food bags and stuff. And I tied it between two trees, and I put all of my stuff on there. It was just soaking wet, with sweat mostly, but that's how hot it was today. So it did rain on us a little bit too this afternoon. Nothing real serious. It didn't last that long, but. And now we're back to sunshine. So this trail is only supposed to be, according to our app, 1/10 of a mile. And this is way further than 1/10 of a mile. So, shelter's up there. A few folks we haven't met before are here, and we've had a really good conversation while we're eating our dinner and stuff. So, yeah, it was a lot of fun. But I'm all set for the evening. I've got water. I've got my stove ready for morning. So. All right, we are at this shelter up here, and I can't remember the name of it, but I don't want to walk in on the conversations with recording here, so I'll just zoom in and when I get a little bit closer here. Walking in my Crocs without any socks on, and it's kind of squeaky. Trying to dry out our clothes from all the sweat today. It's awful. And that's the back of the shelter. All right, so we're here, safe and sound. I don't know how far we're going tomorrow. I have no idea, but we have to go through Boiling Springs tomorrow, and it's only about 4 miles from here, which is good. And then we'll have a little bit of time to look around without having to just run right through the town. And then we'll see where we get tomorrow. That's how we're playing it right now. Subject to change, as always. All right, everybody have a good night. And I'll catch up with you tomorrow.